And we're into the action here. Bad News Bears up against Rocket, kicking off on Inferno, and Umar gets an immediate one-tap to the head. He finally goes down, but Nyx has pitched in to drop Nero 4v3. Some space gained here by Rocket, but they're immediately pushed back, and it looks like they might completely retreat back to T-spawn, which wouldn't be a bad idea because A is technically open, although there are a couple of Bad News Bears in the vicinity to deny them, and in fact, they're in perfect position because Rocket's coming up mid.
Summy can't hit the shots, though, gets dinked at range by the Glock, still firing down the long-range duel, and somehow survives, and the smoke will save him from the molly. Good preemptive smoke dropped in there, I believe, by Sonic, who's made his way into ladder room. And John, if we're looking over at the Bad News Bears roster, Steel is not playing for the Bad News Bears tonight. So they'll have Jonji and Sonic, unknown who's IGLing.
Jonji.
Jonji?
Yes. He's been IGLing a few times. I'm not even sure if Steel is IGLing when he's here, but John has been calling a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jonji IGL. Love to see it. From entry to in-game leader.
It's interesting with the style of play he has.
It kind of makes sense in my head, because once he's dead, he can just make all the calls.
I like that. Elk's going to get the headshot onto Summy. 3v3, 20 seconds left. They got to plant this bomb. There it goes. Jonji slipped out of Palace, but he goes down. Nyx gets the immediate trade after Jonji's dropped, so we still got even numbers. I'm not sure who that player is. Anyway, Elk is going to get Sonic.
Numbers is Woohoo.
Okay, cool. So Woohoo is just, I don't know what that string of numbers stands for. Maybe it's a Steam ID or something, but Nyx is going to come out here and try and clutch this one out, and only gets one before getting traded by Woohoo, who's got a 3K.
Of course, it's Woohoo to get out on the board early. I don't think it's a Steam ID. I think it's just a little fun with a Faceit name. I mean, if you don't have an immense amount of Faceit points, there's really nothing to do with them except for change your name.
Okay.
So that's kind of what the boat I'm in. I have like 20,000 of them, and there's nothing I could do with it except change my name 20 times. So I understand where he's coming from. I get it. I really do. But you're an ECL. Put your name as your actual name.
Yeah, at the same time, I'm pretty sure the HUD should have accounted for that. But whatever. We'll figure it out, guys, and we'll get it sorted. Going into round number 2, Rocket does a nice round, actually, because the Bad News Bears had the initial denial at the B site, but they made the adjustment. They tried to go mid. That didn't really work, and then they went up ramp and ended up getting on the site without losing too many bodies, and nice hold by them.
Yeah, that mid-cross was a bit risky, but it worked out. And without that, I don't think they get towards the A side. I don't think they have even no chances they did in the round. And they don't come out with victory right now, though. Elk is holding the line with the Galil. 3 of them walk into his crosshair, and all 3 hit the dirt. Summy and Sonic armor and defense up, but 4 to face off against Sonic with the first. Summy behind that smoke needs to get something here. Elk so low, tucked into Con, but Nero outside towards ticket booth, has Summy on the cross, surely tagged down. Summy's holding the line. One needs a second, does the damage. Can Sonic clean up the mess on 2 HP? It's not very likely.
I mean, a couple of shots and he gets this. The problem is, does he have a kit? No. So, yeah, even if he managed to get the frags, the round is probably over anyway. He slipped through as he expected? Yeah, for some reason, Droid is looking in that direction. And he will get the final frag. 2-0. In favor of Rocket, although they have been very labored round victories. A lot of struggles getting across the finish line. So credit to the Bad News Bears for making it interesting, but now it looks like they're going to have to settle for a pistol buy-up.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's a pistol round here from the Bad News Bears. P250 Deagles on 2 piece. USP for John 2 with a little bit of utility. Smoking a flash there. 1 dig or 2 dig would be nice for Bad News Bears, but it's all about doing damage. You're not letting Rocket get that extra bit of money. Continue with the damage that they've been doing in the previous couple of rounds. At least keep that economy honest. USP taps down from Con to top mid. Body shot does barely anything to Nero, who takes a little bit more damage. Probably a nade thrown there. I don't think Nyx was pushed up that far to take that engagement. And a 4 stack towards B with a default from Rocket. Bad News Bears in quite an interesting situation here with a big lean towards one side that might actually be the right gamble.
Yeah, it looks like it. This appears to be a pincer attack onto the B site. There's one player on A, that's Janji. In fact, he's the only one with a default CSP. Everyone else has upgrades. So yeah, chance here for Bad News Bears to get a surprise round victory. There's Nyx getting one, but immediately traded, although the frags are coming through on both sides. And now Umar could swing it in his favor, but no, Droid with two makes it a 2v1. Janji, the last one standing, who was that player on the A site. He might try to get a pistol upgrade, but I think they're just going to wait for him, Austin. Yeah.
The bait out there was very good play from Rocket and John. The thing is, that's 3 kills from the pistols.
Yeah, again, I mean, every single round, the Bad News Bears have gotten at least 3 kills. Certainly over the last 2, and I think in the first they got 4? Or was it 3 as well?
3 in the first, 3 in the second, and 3 in the third, I think.
So it's 3 every time, yeah. So it has been 3 frags every single round for the Bad News Bears, which keeps the economy honest for sure on the Rocket side. Although they do have Aleph and Droid with 3.5 and 3.8k respectively, so they can help their team out should they lose this round. But as it stands, they've still been very solid at getting the trades, despite the fact that they've been losing bodies. So we'll see if that trend continues, since the rifles are now out on both sides.
The op's out for Umar, but there is no defuse kit for Bad News Bears. Summy has a helmet instead of a kit. Keep that in mind if things get a little awkward and they need a 5-second instead of a 10-second defuse. Little extra utility favoring the Rocket side as well. You know, I just realized, John.
Yes.
If we call him Team Rocket, you know what that means.
What does it mean?
It means to prepare for trouble.
Oh my god. I was wondering if you're going for a Pokemon reference or not. Alright. Yeah. They actually did embrace that element. That's why they're called Rockets. So.
It just hit me. Because I was about to say Team Rocket and I didn't. And then I'm thinking about it. And
it's Team Rocket.
Yeah, it's Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Now, will they be blasting off again or claiming a victory for once?
They're hoping for that victory. It is their first match season. I forgot to mention that. So Rocket hasn't played yet this season, and woohoo's got a 2K. 2 domes dinked. Nyx and Janji dropped to the ground from his AK. A lot of health, a lot of damage taken here by Woohoo and Nero. Now Droid down to 13. He actually goes down, but the trade is through. Umar and Sonic now. Oh, Sonic's been hiding over a firebox this whole time. He only gets 1 though, leaving the rest of the task here to Umar and Nero. Oh my goodness, just lighten up the scoreboard in this round. He's got the 3K, 4-0 in favor of Rocket.
And Rocket forgo the op, too. They had the option of grabbing it. They leave it sitting there in CT. And it's not a clean victory, again, for Rocket. 2 players survive, but they win. And that's the important thing. They're stacking up a very important round on the T side of Mirage. Now, for Bad News Bears, historically, they win more of their rounds on the T side. Rocket, same but slightly. Although, historically, this map tends to lean much more towards the CT side in general. Bad News Bears back on the pistols, though. Armor on 3, Deagles on all 5. But you have to wonder what would have happened if that Palace kill was converted for Summy from jungle. That could have changed the whole scope of the round. Sonic doesn't have to peek out. Sonic can just continue lurking in Firebox. And a whole different round there as they push in towards the A side. Droid and Woohoo with the entries. Sprayed with the smoke expected. And Elk removed. Sonic with 1 on the Deagle. Grabs the AK upgrade, but how much more can he grab? He seems to be going for the fights. And, well, through the smoke, Nero returns him to the gray. That's a great bit of work from Nero, just tapping through the smoke perfectly pre-fired.
Yeah, Nero's been on the outside looking in of Challenger League for quite a few seasons now. I think even 5-6 seasons, as he gets his dome taken clean off by Summy's Deagle, who is last one standing, trying to get a clutch here, or maybe just trying to do damage. He ends up going down to Elk, and that will be that. But yeah, Nero, who's always been really solid ever since he was in Advanced, even Main, when he was playing, like, I remember casting him, and he was a fantastic talent. And at the Challenger League level, the same. Just, I don't know if it was outside of the server. I think it might have been outside the server. There were some issues, and he had to work those out. But now he's back here, and he's always been a fantastic opper with the rifle, too. So I'm expecting to see good things from him.
Yeah, I have to say the same. He's looking really good here and now. His aim is crisp and clean. And Aleph hasn't even really had to do anything at all besides throw utility. Everybody else firing on all cylinders. Elk on some of those entries and the holds. Droid, of course, doing his thing. Woohoo, the same. And, of course, we saw Nero. So, everyone showing up here for Rocket that needs to when they're called upon. And Bad News Bears, not really able to do anything at all. John G in particular, 0-5 to start off this one. And
yeah.
Can't even use the IGL excuse on the CT side yet.
Yeah, it's true. Umar could get a kill here, or he's going to find himself dead. And there's the kill. Droid down. Smoke going to get tossed. They decided to go a little bit aggressive there on the A site, and I kind of like it because it led to a 5v4. But you see, the B site is exceptionally soft, and Summy's the anchor. He's going to have to hold his own. He's calling for reinforcements, having gotten a lot of audio cues from Sonic. He's going to try and come to his rescue, or if he even needs rescue. He's got one, not the second, but Sonic gives his team the two-man edge, and now still a two-man edge because he goes down after finding that frag. Elk, last one standing, though, and he's likely going to get flanked out. But he could sneak in a bomb plant here, Austin.
I think that's Elk's goal right now. Just get the bomb down. Does he need to jump up and grab that? He might have been able to grab that just by a quick jump. He's got the bomb for sure. But there's no way he gets more than one out of this. His health is way too low. Even if he gets one, it'd be incredible. And there's John G's first kill of the game, and that's a good start here. Bad News Bears getting on the scoreboard now. Cracking open the goose egg. Double op acquired too, which will be nice. And Rocket, they'll still have enough to buy, a little bit scrappy on Aleph and Droid. That's going to be a bit rough for those two, especially Aleph. 2250 to work with. And Elk's going straight in AK and armor and utility. Nero on the op. Something faster, perhaps, from the T side, given their economic constraints. Aleph on a Glock only?
No, there's a gun on the ground. There has to be a gun on the ground. I don't
Surely,
believe
right?
this. Yeah, we'll probably see him. There it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
There's no way he's walking to that round with a Glock, given the money they had. There it is, 3 AKs, the Galil and the op coming through for Rocket. Double op, though, for the Bad News Bears. Umar, of course, is usually their primary opper, but Sonic, no stranger to the Big Green. Was a primary opper at one point in Extra Salt's history, but it ended up going to, who was it? Yeah, OC. OC joined the squad. So he's still very potent with it and very effective in a double op setup. So we'll see what he can do. Nyx is going to get the opener onto Elk. 5v4 immediately. John G waiting behind the smoke, and he's going to spam through, probably take out Woohoo. There it is.
Wow.
And he gets the follow-up, too, with the USP.
That's incredible work individually from John G. Droid does manage one on the Galil long range from Palace. He can't get the second one, though, as John G swings him down. 3 on the round for John, and he's woken up here. Only a matter of time before he got himself into the game. And another anecdote about Sonic, too. He was also primary opping when he filled in for Complexity recently, when they had the visa issues with Halzerg. He took over that primary opping role, did incredibly well with that team. So no stranger, no slouch on the op whatsoever. Very versatile person to have on your team, and good with both the rifles and the Big Green. Great pickup for the Bad News Bears.
Agreed. And speaking of the roster, the Bad News Bears, I guess they've decided for the season because we've seen Boo play, we saw Steel play a couple of matches. Now John G's playing his first match in ECL. My guess is they're either just going by who's available that day, or they want to rotate players in so that they all get right in ECL in these first 8 matches. John G's pushed up all the way to top mid. He gets one onto Elk. It's just pistols for Rocket, but John G's actually isolated Aleph. And now his teammate's trying to come help him, but I don't think this round's going to go much further here for Rocket. You have a player trying to sneak in from underpass. I don't know if there was an audio cue because John G's now aware of it as well. And we'll see what he can do. Nyx takes down Woohoo, and this round's pretty much over.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time. Aleph on the Glock. 1 kill will be incredible. And it does not happen. Not a single point of damage delivered, only 25 taken by John G as a whole in the round. Bad News Bears, 3 in a row. Buy up again from Rocket here. But that damage early dealt by Bad News Bears has really helped to hamstring the T-set economy and not let them build up to something strong. And I do have to agree, I think it was a bit of a squad rotation here for Bad News Bears. They're getting everybody in, they're making sure there's always consistent game time for everybody. They're playing together. Umar, of course, a main roster player. He's required to hold the slot, so he's the one guy they can't sub out.
Ooh! More aggression. A left goes down as Umar pushes underpass. He's going to leave Nix there, who has the AK, who's going to eat a nade here more than likely. Oh, actually not too bad. Only gets tickled for 5 HP of damage. John on the A side. Elks managed to get up. Caddy gets one, but an immediate trade and a nice flick, in fact, by Umar to react that quickly. There's another player top mid. Oh, Summy's going to get woohoo. There it is. 4v2 in favor of the Bad News Bears. Droid and Nero, the last two standing. These have been some really fast-paced rounds so far in this one. And I have to say, looking at the scoreboard, it feels like even though the Bad News Bears are down by 2 here, that they've been playing better overall. And I think it goes back to the fact that they ended up getting 3 frags in the first 3 rounds they lost against Rocket. I should say 3 frags every single round, like you mentioned earlier. So they got their rhythm going. Rocket was getting wins, but they weren't convincing. And now the Bad News Bears have those rifles, and they're making it work very nicely. That said, Droid manages to get a shot onto Sonic. Thing is, he doesn't have the bomb, so the round is still probably over.
And Rocket, or Bad News Bears rather, don't need to push this. Droid can save the op if Bad News Bears are so inclined to let him save. And that was just a nice headshot. Droid always been good with that. He's been around the block for a while, playing in Fragadelphies and such for a very long time. So
I mean, the thing about Droid is that when he first went to ECL, if you want to talk about a player who had a steep dive, I would say, in terms of stats, it's Droid. I mean, he struggled when he first joined ECL. It was a while ago. Like, we're talking about seasons, 10 seasons ago or more. He really couldn't find out. No, he goes down after time. Droid, no. John G drops him, and Droid doesn't get the loss bonus. That one hurts.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it was a struggle for him to fill that gap, that void, right, between Advanced and Challenger League, that huge jump that you take. But he did it. You know, he kept on going, kept on, you know, persevering through all of the challenges. And that's the type of thing you'll have to do sometimes as a player. First you don't succeed, just try again, the old saying goes. And for Droid, that was very true.
Yeah, or as Yoda says, do or do not. There is no try. And he did.
Yes, he did.
He really did. He persevered. He got through thick and thin. He struggled through it. He went down to Advanced. He came back up, and he's solidified himself into a very solid fragger, a very solid individual player.
Absolutely.
It's been a great thing to see Droid just continue to work his way through the lineups, through the rosters, and through the seasons. And he's definitely one of our own. He's a homegrown talent for sure. Might need a little extra cultivating, but he's become a nice bush or tree or whatever your favorite foliage is.
Indeed. As there is going to be a timeout called here by the Bad News Bears, it should expire very shortly. They wanted to talk things over. They do have 4 rounds in a row and are looking like the better team right now in terms of aim duels. 2 AKs, 2 A1Ss, and the AWP, so no double op setup this time, even though they could have afforded it if they wanted to. They're choosing for the solo op in the hands of their primary opper, Umar. On the other side, Rocket are on a half buy. They've got 2 Tech 9s, 2 Deagles, and the P250. Droid, of course, who went down after time, is just going to invest, I think, in some util, and someone dropped in the Tech 9.
Yeah.
So it's going to be still a bit of a weird economy in that next round, but they'll be able to sort it out. Can always run a MAC-10. Summy, info hopping here into apartments. He's going to see a lot of information. Summy goes down immediately. What a shot from Woohoo. And then Droid takes down Sonic. The trades are good, but they've got the space and the site to potentially get the plant, and Umar's getting chipped away at 2.
Yeah, they've got the plant. There's an Apps flank in the form of John G. Nick's coming down through Cat. Or maybe not through Cat. Going to market. Failed the cat jump, I believe, or didn't even attempt it. Smoke will fade, though. Nix will have to be the first man out. Surely you don't let your opper go in first. Probably waiting for John G, though. Out goes the nade. It does a considerable amount to Nero's down to 31 HP at Van. In comes a swing. Nice shot by Umar. Out he dives with Deagle. John G engaged out towards Van. Umar gets the last as John G puts Nero to bed. Defuse comes in with plenty of time. The Furious retake works out for the Bad News Bears off of the Rocket timeout. Bad News Bears calling their subsequent one. And then a very good B-side retake. I feel like somebody got a little unlucky there on that B anchor hold. He does the info spots right. He gets the Molotov out. He gets flashed, and he just gets destroyed by the falling Woohoo and his Deagle. It's just the life of a B anchor, John. It's a thankless job. Nobody loves you. Everyone says you're bad, but, you know, he bought time with the Molotov. He helped with that chip damage, and in the end, his teammates did what they needed to do and cleaned up the rest.
Yeah, no, it was a good retake there by the bad news Bears. Despite the fact that Rocket looked very effective with those pistols. One thing that's interesting is, of course, we know how Jonji likes to BM a lot and spam the bodies with bullets. I would love it if we had a stats of bullets fired per round or something like that, so we could see. I'm sure Jonji would be a leader in that category.
Can we get that on advanced statistics for this season? Devs, please?
Yeah, please. Or Valve, please fix.
Valve plus CS2 stats?
Just put it in.
Look at Jonji!
Droid saw him too. And now Jonji says, okay, I've been a little too cheeky, and he's going to back off.
That's a lot of info, though. And he's gone back for it.
I mean, he's no stranger to just aggressively pushing up on both sides of the map.
I love it. I've loved watching Jonji play for a long time. He's always fun to watch. Oh, Mari splits the goalposts. That's unfortunate. Summy's got to get 2 here, and he does, but doesn't expect caps. He's caught in no man's land. That's a big loss in a 3v3. But Sonic's here. They have not gotten the bomb down. Big cross, lots of damage. No HE, so Woohoo. Safe from the nades. Aleph,
nice.
Not safe from the spray. Who's also 0-9, John.
Yeah, not the best inaugural ECL match for Aleph. Didn't mention this earlier, but yeah, it's his rookie season. Ever in ECL, 16 years old. Young gun there. Nix trades it out, and now Woohoo trying to keep the round in his team's favor. Just barely misses finishing it off. There we go. As Nix finds the 2K and Summy with 2 as well. This has to be the best performance from Nix and Summy at the beginning of any map they've played so far.
I have to agree. They've looked very good so far, in particular Nix, who's top of the scoreboard. He's hitting a lot of shots. Summy as well had a bit of a rough start, but that double spray down on Cat, very good to control the M4A4. So, Bad News Bears getting some help from across the board. In fact, 3 kills separating the very top from the very bottom. That is a team effort and no mistake right there. Sonic hits the Cat jump, drops on over. Molotov's flying in. And mid-control denied by the Bad News Bears. Umar going to go aggressive with the big green gun. Flash sees nothing. Low peak comes by, and Nero with a drive-by. That's a nice headshot to get the man advantage. But no refrag attempted yet from Bad News Bears. Sonic tosses another Molotov top. Elk will smoke that off at HE into underpass from Sonic, thinking maybe somebody's coming in from behind. This 3-stack, though, top, left, and right. Great swing by Nero. That's a 2-for-1 trade. He's just achieved an advantage to Rocket in the rest of this round.
Left's going to throw that smoke into window. Still looking for his first frag in ECL. Get it eventually, you have to imagine.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
I have faith.
Yeah, it's like finding that first goal in hockey. Takes some time sometimes, but then when you get it, it feels great.
Mm-hmm. And then once the floodgates are opened, the rest just comes.
Hopefully. At least hopefully for Aleph. A-site's been taken here pretty much. I mean, you have Jonji waiting in jungle, but I can't imagine he's going to challenge too much with his teammates pretty far away. There is one player that could get there sooner. That's Sonic, but you see Summy immediately rotating. Jonji's calling him. He's going to burn alive in this Molotov. Already his head taken off. It's the ladder. And now it's going to be only one player left standing. Summy, who's managed to make his way into CT. Bomb gets planted here. And Elk takes his head off too. 6-6, all tied up. First round victory, though, for Team Rocket over the last 7. It was 6 in a row for the Bad News Bears.
Yeah, it was a great streak by the Bad News Bears, bound to come to an end, and unfortunately for them, their money is not in a great spot. That is the CT side, fickle economy coming to full effect for them. Rocket back on buys with a good amount of money on 3 players left over, Aleph, Droid, and Woohoo. Nero just shy of that 2K mark as well. And double ops are back in hand for the Bad News Bears. They break the bank to get the double boomsticks. And Sonic's going to take that towards an early Halls peak, sees nothing. Meaning it's probably going to be an A take, and we see Summy rotating off that B anchor position he's been holding down for a while. There's top middle. John Gray, a little bit of kneecapping, but he can't quite get the kill. Next, is he playing Hell or Balcony? if he's playing hell, they don't clear it. It's been a good opportunity. John just gets one through the gap. That's huge. That's massive. The fact that he sticks around for more, he does so much to 3.
Yeah, that's almost 300 damage in the round. I mean, that's unbelievable from John. He's always good for, having a good ADR throughout most of the matches he plays, but that is such a huge contribution in this round. 55 seconds left on the clock. Woohoo. Slipped into ladder. Sonic's watching. Not going to miss that one. Easy frag for him. And now the other 3 players are all coming from apartments, so this is going to be a bit of a challenge for Rocket. They punch their way into the B site. Sonic hits another one. The Dome of Aleph, the overkill. And now perhaps a third. No, finally dropped to dirt. Roy gets that headshot, but look who's right there in market. Umar looking for the last frag. Now on to Nero. Nero looking to close the gap. Summy and Nyx coming into support. Spotted out one. Gets the headshot onto Nyx. He knows that Umar has to be somewhere close with that big green. But he's going to try and stick the plan anyway because he's running out of time. Oh, actually baiting out the player. He gets Summy. Nero needs to find the frag. It's the only way to win. Umar
He's out.
Firing away with the pistol. Cannot take him down and time runs out. Oh, goodness me. By the skin of their teeth, the bad news.
Why are you fighting
Nero?
Umar?
Does get the frag after time. I can't believe it even got that close, but Nero isolated the 1v1s very nicely.
He did. He got gifted that first duel, and then he mopped up the second. Umar does not need to get that kill. In fact, he probably should not go for that fight, given the lack of economy on the Bad News Bears. And now we see how poor their buy is compared to Rocket. The op would have made a world of difference for the CT side. They do not have it anymore. Yes, you got 7. Yes, you won the round, but that punish, it's not worth the price. The juice was not worth the squeeze for Bad News Bears, and now they've lost the opening. There we go. Aleph runs in and goes down, but there's the first career ECL frag for Aleph. But the rest of his teammates falling by the sidelines, just Woohoo and Droid left. But that is not a just you really want to be up against if you're Bad News Bears. They could do a lot of things. It all comes down to John G here, who gets nothing. A site open. Opportunity now for the T's to get something going. Summy needs to do something on that spray, but he can't come up with anything more than a tiny chip. Droid's got it to a 2v2, John. Molotov forces off the plant, but down goes Nyx! And it's up to Summy. Woohoo and Droid are pulling it back.
Over the last 3 months, I think he's played fewer maps. Yeah, fewer maps than anyone else in the squad, but he has the highest frags per map at 21.3, with Nero behind him at 19.3. But it's Nero, Droid, and Woohoo who are the most lethal players on this roster. Summy, though, he's got 10 frags. He wants 2 more. He wants to get 11 and 12 and clutch this round victory. Summy. Audio cue given away, and Droid will take him down. That will do it. 7-7, all tied up. And now, you were talking about economic woes in that previous round, Austin? Look at it now. Terrible. They're going to have to go for 2 scouts and pistols for the rest of the players, and utility is going to be a complete disaster. In fact, there's only one piece of it. It's a decoy. Oof.
Summy buy a decoy. Sonic buy a decoy. Nyx buy a decoy. We want 4 decoys.
I mean, what are you going to do with them? I guess fake flash.
Fake flash. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Especially when you can't even use your pistol as a fake flash, because it's all you got to use. Oh, this is a bad round for Bad News Bears. This is definitely bad news economically speaking. Umar already tagged down low. Nero looking for his opener, and he does find it there. Long range, no response at all. Summy burns down. Aleph with another. There we go. The floodgates are open for the young gun. Nyx does trade it back onto Nero, and Aleph doubles up here. A little bit of confidence on the eco frags. Bomb down Cat, but for how much longer? Elk grabs it and slips on by. Nyx takes the reface.
That's bomb.
Headshot and the bomb again, but his health so low. Sonic has to do it all in the 1v3. Molotov raining in, and Droid will end it. Crispy taps from Droid as we head to the halftime break.
Writing in gears I'm still not enough. Even your parents know I'm good for you, but I'm still not enough. You wanna be done with him, you're stuck with him, 'cause you don't have the guts. And after all I've done, I'm still not enough. Still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here reusing that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than you're asking?
All right, and we are back here, folks. 8-7 in favor of Rocket, and an update here. It turns out Mr. Random Numbers Steam ID is actually R2D2J. So we're going to find out some more information about him in a little bit, but as it stands here, great openers from Rocket. They've already got 2 frags, 4v3 in their favor. Sonic and Umar are getting tagged down. Elk, he's so aggressive up top mid. Nix has managed to make his way onto the site with Umar. And they should be able to get a bomb plant out of this. We're probably going to peek it. There's the nade. Umar goes down to protect his bomb planter, who will also drop to dirt. Sonic, the last one standing. He's probably not long for this world either, and there you have it. LF takes him down, and that will do it. 9-7 in favor of Team Rocket.
Both pistol rounds converted by Team Rocket, but again, the bomb does go down, and this time it's going to mean a force-up for the Bad News Bears. Something to keep an eye on for Team Rocket is whether they can weather the storm. It's not going to be an easy round here for Team Rocket whatsoever. Famasa on 2. Expect another one to come through here.
So, okay, so I got some info about R2D2J. He has subbed for them before against Shimmer on July 10th, against Mythic on July 12th, and then against X Snakesden and M80 a little while ago in August. I think that might have been for BL1s and another qualifier. Either way, yeah, he's been playing for them on a few occasions. I'm guessing that's the reason why Woohoo doesn't have as many games played as the rest of the squad. Maybe he's playing as often. Anyway, back to the action here. Droid's got a 3K. Summy, Nix, and Umar go down. This is on a forest fire for the Bad News Bears because they got that plant. Sonic manages to make the numbers a little bit more even, but takes a lot of damage in that engagement. I'm sure he would have liked to get that frag and still have 50 or more HP. Makes it a little better odds of having a victory into this round. But he's going to have to play the hand he's been dealt. Janji coming up from connector. Nero waiting, watching with the AWP, and Droid's expecting someone to come out from T-Ramp. It is a good anticipation. We'll see if he wins the duel with Sonic. And he will. Bomb dropped at his feet. Janji, 48 seconds and tagged down to 29.
Yeah, no chance for Janji here. Just maybe save the M4A1, but Team Rocket going to get double digits here very early on. It's a very good start for them on their own map pick. They did pick it again, and Droid has had himself a whale of a game, on for the ace as a matter of fact, but is going to do the right thing and just babysit the bomb. Janji's going to walk right into it, though, if he keeps on going this way, but no, he's going to go back towards B instead. Full save called for Janji. Droid will end the round with 4, but has now put up 22 kills, 8 more than his next 2 teammates, Elk and R2D2. That's going to be a weird one to call. It's another good round, though, overall, economically from Rocket. Something they did not have in the first half early going. They have right here and now. 3 alive, that's solid. It could be better, yes, but 3 and more, that's good. That's what you want. Grow that money, get that economy up. Now go against what's essentially a half buy. Deagle's on 2, tech for Umar. Somebody goes in for a Deagle. Little bit of investment here and there just to give some support to the M4A1. But for Rocket, particularly R2D2 on that MP9, it's a farming opportunity. Stay alive, get your kills, build some money. Go in with a 4-round lead before the guns come out. Oh, Janji does so much damage to Droid around the smoke. Not a good start for Droid and for Team Rocket. Droid's in such a tight spot. Open to 2 different angles. Backs away into jungle, but Elk is caught by Janji. Up connector, Tech9 on site. Running down the scout of Nero. This is getting messy already, and the dink comes in. What can Nero do here? Well, nothing. Janji's got 2 in middle. Umar took out Nero. Alif, the last one standing, has got 1 of 5 in a 1v5. And it's a hunt now for the Bad News Bears.
Oh boy. Back and forth we go. Bad News Bears. That saved A1S proved to be very key to this round victory. 3K for Janji, who got 2 of those when he was peering around towards mid and trying to stop the rotation from coming over to that A site. And that secured the round. Aleph manages to get 1 on the fadeaway. He'll just be happy to save his FAMAS, hopefully. I think he's praying that no one spams the panel here. They're not going to. Oh! Oh no, Janji! Oh. He does it at the end! He spams it, and Aleph goes down. Can't save the FAMAS. Oh goodness, his spidey senses were tingling. And there you have it. Bad News Bears wipe out Team Rocket. And an 8th round picked up.
A timeout here for Bad News Bears is interesting, though, because they should know Rocket's broke. Like, they just went in on Nico, destroyed everything Rocket had. That's a fantastic round to win for Bad News Bears, and it's Janji, the in-game leader for tonight, most likely. Picking up that M4, saving it, and putting in the work. It's a great bit of work from John there, and bumping up that ADR and the kill count to boot, catching up to Nyx. That's going to give Bad News Bears a bridge to get back into this game, to draw within 1 before the buy can come through again for Team Rocket. Nero's not going to buy anything at all, which is an interesting decision. Aleph, 5-7 in armor. That is it. That's all. Oh, that is all the investment. I thought maybe P250 on R2D2, but no. Just the P2000 mana culture, but still not ideal for the situation.
Yeah, Molotov's going to get thrown by Summy. Nero's going to have to back off here. He gets tagged down a little bit by the Molotov to 88. Holding the angle. Good crosshair placement. And he gets the rewards. There's the frag for Nero. Summy goes down. Rifle on the ground for Nero. So he gets the A4 upgrade. Sonic spots out 1. Going for this panel spam into connector. Want to gain that space towards the B site. Molotov gets tossed as well. I'm not sure where they're going to decide to go ultimately, but probably away from B since Nero's not back down.
Oh my god. Oh boy. tagging done onto Nyx, but there comes Umar. Spots at the Tri-Box player as well, and he'll finish off Droid too. Bomb going down as Jonji pops another one. That's R2D2 down. Umar one more on the M4A4, and Nero has that saved gun from Summy's casualty up in apartments. Has all 2 kills for Rocket, but I don't think his kill count's going to rocket up much more. 1 if he's lucky, but Bad News Bears know they don't need to push. And with experienced players like Umar, Jonji, and Sonic left, they're definitely not going to force their luck. They're not going to give Nero any sort of option to get back into this round. Bad News Bears will draw level at, or not level, but within 1, rather. Yeah, they will lose Umar too, but I think Nero might be dead here. Yeah, he's dead to Jonji, but he might have been dead to the bomb too.
Either way, 9 rounds found for the Bad News Bears, as they're trying to inch their way back into this match. 1 more round victory, and well, not only will they tie it up, but they're going to put the economy in a really tough spot for Team Rocket. Their loss bonus only 2,400. They have to settle for 3 FAMASs into this round. They do have the 1A4 for Droid, but he had to sacrifice some util, and Nero has the AWP. Bad News Bears very quickly going to the B apartments. This could be a quick hit to the B site, which we haven't really seen yet. There's the Molotov thrown, but Jonji's already passed it. He's got the MAC-10, tip of the spear, charging out. What a shot from R2D2, channeling the force there. And that one, and Aleph pitching in for 1. In fact, Droid getting the other one, and a 5v2. The fast play, the off-speed pitch, doesn't work.
That's the thing with an off-speed pitch. It either works perfectly, you get them whiffing, or that ball's going yard. And this one, 100% going yard. Absolute dinger of a round from Rocket. And Umar will not be out of here too much longer. Where is R2D2? Up on catwalk from the looks of things. No flank in yet. Umar tosses the op away and goes down to R2D2 up cat. Nero still has the big green though, so it's not going to be too big of a deal for Team Rocket.
Yeah, so good recovery from them on a buy-up that wasn't the greatest. They managed to make it work thanks to R2D2J's initial frag on Jonji. He was just trying to jump into the site, and that really triggered the domino effect, right, as Rocket took out 2 more almost instantaneously. So, Bad News Bears not going to tie it up just yet, and Team Rocket extend their lead and call a timeout here. I'm seeing a lot of questions in the chat saying, where's Steel? What's going on? He's still on the roster. Yes, he's still on the roster. I guess we go through it again, Austin. Essentially, Nyx and Summy will have to play in the first 8 matches of the season, and then afterwards in the 9th match, then they can have their proper roster of Sonic, Steel, Boo, Jonji, and Umar. In the meantime, they're rotating players in and out of their roster. Steel did play the first 2 matches. Now Jonji's playing his first match in ECL. That is, they've played together outside of ECL. And Sonic is in his second one. Boo has also played 1 match, the first one that they played of the season. So I hope that helps everyone understand it.
It's a complicated mess of rosters. You might need a
Yes.
timeline video to just kind of describe exactly what's going on. But there is a match medic right now because Elk got kicked from the server or disconnected, whatever happened. Elk lost what he had, so shouldn't be too long of a break, but I think we might have one real quick here because we're not going to have any action until this is all completed. Well, folks,
All
we are
right.
going to hit the magical pause, so stick around. We'll be right back with the conclusion of map number 1 here on twitch.tv/ESEA.
All right, and everything has been sorted. We do have a tactical timeout, though, called immediately by the Bad News Bears, as they wanted a little extra time to now talk things over after the technical pause ended. 2 Galils, 2 AKs, and the MAC-10. We got the match medic done. And on the other side for Rocket, they've got a couple of AKs carried over from that previous round, an A1S, an A4, and an AWP, along with full util. So Rocket managing to take down the Bad News Bears and hang on to their lead. Want another one. They need a follow-up. And it would be at a perfect time because the Bad News Bears didn't exactly have that much loss bonus.
Yeah, Bad News Bears are on a knife's edge right now. They are teetering between still being able to stick around and stay alive or getting completely blown out of the rest of this map. So they kind of have to win this one if they're going all in right now, or else Rocket will get to 13, maybe even 14 off the back of the economic factors for the Bad News Bears. An 8 take looking likely here is going in. It's a pretty dry take, though. There's a nice late flash. Down goes Elk. Droid blinded as well. Nyx picks up a second kill. It's Nyx and Summy, the old core of this roster, putting in the work in this round. A site open. Save call initiated for Nero and Aleph. And will Nero even be allowed to save? Because look who's behind him up in TV room. It's none other than Janji. Knife him.
Janji, come on, let's see it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, he double left it?
I don't know. I think he did.
I think he thought he was going to turn around.
I should have been an insta-kill regardless, but he must have missed, or he must have turned at a moment and it didn't get the instant frag. Either way, Janji does get the knife kill money, and Aleph, last one standing, has sniffed grass. Not going to spot him, and Aleph, you're going to take that shot. You better hit it.
Yeah.
Tucks tail and runs. And a 10th round secured for the Bad News Bears, so no killing blow for Team Rocket. And again, the Bad News Bears flirting with a tie game.
But I think flirting is a good way to describe it because they've struggled to actually seal the deal. They've struggled to actually take that game out on a date and tie it up, you know? They've just come short of the mark. It doesn't get past the flirting stage, John. And
Indeed.
It's not good enough. They need to at least take it out to dinner, you know? They need to get it there at the table and then go from there. Timeout used by Rocket as well, which is interesting considering they don't exactly have a full buy. What is the plan here? Is there going to be a cheeky play? Are they going to buy up around the AK? It doesn't seem like they are. They're going to half buy. That's the decision they've come to after taking the 30-second pause. It's a respectable one. They're fine going to a tie. But it's a very dangerous game they now play. Because we are in the later stages. This game could turn with one big round from one big player. There's a few of those in the server right now, and Rocket also could come out with a win here with the Deagles. It's not entirely unfeasible. Bad News Bears defaulting could be the mistake that leads to this change.
If they go to A, it'll be problematic. Team Rocket are pushing a player in towards Palace. That's actually really bad if no one's watching this, and no one is. Umar perhaps sensing that something could be up. No, he directs his attention towards the A ramp, and it will be an A hit. This could end up favoring Team Rocket if the Bad News Bears leave too little time on the clock to go in, but they won't. That means they'll be able to take those shots. It's actually clear the corners. Elk's going to go down. Janji's already taken a fight towards CT. Nero! Nice headshot. Picks up a rifle. No. Sonic denies him that. And then Umar takes down Aleph. Droid finally tries to come through on the flank and gets a couple of frags. 1v2. Can't retrieve the rifle just yet. Smoke flies in, but he's already passed it into Tetris. Sonic, an inkling that he's out here. A nice peek and kill from Sonic, who gets the 3K. Rocket made that one scary because they stacked the right site. But the end result is a tie, 11-11.
11 all, but it is now a buy-up for Rocket. Nero back on the op. Rifles across the rest of the squad, although Elk is relegated to a FAMAS, which is barely a rifle if you think about it. MAC-10 for Nick, so it's not exactly fantastic over on the Bad News Bears side. They do not have a big green gun, although they could have afforded one. A fast B play in the offing here as they're sprinting on through. Molotov preemptively smoked, it will not go. Flashbang doesn't land, and into the flames. Nyx goes in, and he goes down. 1-for-1 the trade. Space opened up, and a lot of utility burned. But now it's a rotation into mid and up towards the A side, which is critically understaffed. There's only Elk here to defend. Nero's far too late, and Jonji's up through ladder room. This is getting worse and worse all the time for Team Rocket. Bomb's going to go down here. They're already down R2-D2. And now they're down Elk and Nero.
That droid is managing to make it at least a little bit closer, but what a shot from Umar. A 2-tap that gets one bullet to connect with the head of Aleph. And now droid says, dang guys, thought we could hold on a little bit longer, but he has to settle for a saved AK. My goodness, the Bad News Bears have taken the lead once more, 12-11. They last had it when it was 6-5. Since that point, it's been very back and forth with it favoring Rocket more often than not. The Bad News Bears, they've clawed their way back up that mountain, and they've taken the lead.
And a chance to grow this lead too, because there's no money left for Team Rocket. Droid has the AK, Nero has the Deeg, P250 for Aleph. Not much more will forthcome from Team Rocket. Deagle for R2-D2, and Elk will join the party. But it's the rifles up and plenty of money for half the Bad News Bears. Nyx and Jonji low on cash, but it doesn't matter when you got two people above 8K. Droid has to do it all with the AK, though, roughly. He has to get some guns down on the ground. Two of his teammates do have armor. Nero, one of those up on balcony, and Droid on the bricks. He opens it up onto Jonji. Some even think about clearing it. Oh, he doesn't. Nero's got an AK. And now it's double man advantage for Team Rocket here with a 1-round lead for Bad News Bears. That might evaporate as quickly as it was gathered. Droid with a second. It's up to Nyx and Sonic.
Sonic gets one, looking for the second. Can he find it? No. Elk denies him that. Nyx, the Lone Ranger now for the Bad News Bears. 1 minute left on the clock. And he does have the bomb on his back. Needs to isolate some fights. Spots out one, gets the headshot. Nicely done. And as mentioned, he still has a lot of time. So he can fall back here momentarily and try to convince Team Rocket that he's rotating to the B site, which he may eventually do anyway. At this point, yeah, he kind of has to, and it's absolutely the right play. There's no one there. Team Rocket convinced that he's going to go to A. Nyx walking up mid, not taking any chances, clearing his corners. Eventually, he's going to have to make a play here. He's going up cat. Might get spotted. I think they'll be able to hear him here. Maybe not. No. No audio cues at all. So there's that bomb plant secured. Now they do. There we go. So Molotov thrown. Rocket saying, what on earth is going on? He's at the B site. Nyx a chance to clutch it out once more. As mentioned last match, he did pull off a couple of beautiful 4Ks. There's another frag for him. And he's managed to get back into cover. 73 HP. Aleph comes out. He goes down as well. It's all up to Droid with the AWP. You have to think that Nyx has the advantage, but no, Droid. Perfect timing, perfect peak, and Nyx goes down. Team Rocket hang on for a 12th round victory.
12th round, but a narrow victory for Team Rocket. Only one surviving, although that came off of an eco. That came off of a half-buy investment, a saved AK for Droid. And he comes out of it with a round victory and an op. That is an overall big, massive W for Team Rocket. And Bad News Bears are now tied up again. Team Rocket don't need to flirt with the tie for too long, John. They just go right in and grab it. That's a fantastic strike back. The money's still there for the Bad News Bears, which is a bit of a problem for Team Rocket. Again, Team Rocket's on the CT side now. Should be a lot easier to close this one out on defense. Sonic's already eating a nade. Jonji might go through the fire. Elected to not roast himself. Still, an awkward start for the Bad News Bears, but Jonji can make it a lot less so if he can strike onto somebody around the smoke. Elk in particular vulnerable. Droid into a jungle. Shut down. He got CSGO with the M4. That's unlucky, but Elk holds the line.
Good trade from Elk. Janji, 1 HP, but a good angle held here in window room. Nero takes down Sunny. Janji with 1 HP. Nero can't connect a shot. Janji throws the smoke. It guises off his position momentarily. This is chaos at this point. Umar spots at the barrel of R2D2's gun. Janji goes down, but Umar's going to get one. Do they still have the bomb? They do. That's on the back of Umar. Aleph goes to the B site because they don't know where the bad news bears are going to end up at this point, but it looks like they want to try.
Did your feed?
Yeah, oh, there we go. A little bit frozen for a moment, but Elk is going to take down Sonic. Umar can't do anything. He gets the bomb planted, and Elk takes him down 13-12 in favor of Team Rocket. They continue to lead once more. It's exchanging hands a lot here, Austin.
A hot potato goes back and forth. Elk is a massive 4K, though. That saves the day for Team Rocket. Bad news bears, the bomb plant have one more buy left in the tank. Team Rocket will shuffle the money around and get M4s and the op back in Nero's hands. But it's still not an easy spot to be in for the CT side. Needs to be cleaner if they want a smoother road to victory. Right now they're still bumps. Nero, catch up. Takes the fight towards bottom mid instead. Molotov on. Nade will beat Molly. Hope to give it a clean Molly fully. And so, an A executed prep by Bad News Bears. Be over on that cross. Nice nade into T ramp though. Opens it up well. Getting it 2. No. 4v4.
Sonic looking for more here, but he's taking a lot of damage. Nade sailing in, and he's still going to stay alive. In fact, a lot of those just smokes. Thought a nade was thrown. Nyx takes down Droid. HP's low for 2 of the 4 players left standing. Nero's knows where to look, but Janji's a little faster. Then he swings around the corner. Take down R2D2. Aleph falls and faces the same fate as his teammates. That's going to do it. Again, tied up 13-all. When we looked at this match on paper before it got started, Austin, we were both thinking this is going to be an interesting one that could be very even in terms of matchup, and it's actually turning out to be exactly that.
Yeah, there's not much separating these two teams. It's very back and forth. There was a few streaks in the early going, but once we got to 6-5, it's been lead change after lead change after lead change. And now in the last few rounds, as we really get into the dying embers of map number 1, it seems that there's nothing separating the teams. Oh, come on. Come on, boys. They tried to do the fast balcony push. Oh, okay. Speaking of fast pushes. Well, there's the opening. It's not really going to matter, I don't think, because the bomb's going to go down into B unless Aleph and R2D2 can get the kills here. Elk's actually picked up one. Oh, brother, how is this happening again? Bad News Bears, they're tied to another eco. R2D2 powered down. In comes Sonic for another. Umar on bench, moves to jail. Aleph sips him up the river. And down goes Sonic. Aleph with a massive 3K. Eco round victory again for Team Rocket.
It's hard to process some of these rounds, to be honest with you, but good job by Team Rocket. They did push the right angle there. 3 players going in towards Palace. They get the opening frag there, but it's Aleph on the B site who's been so very quiet. You want to know why? Because he was saving up for this moment. He was waiting for that particular situation to occur and said, oh yeah, guys, I got this one. 3 frags come through, and he takes care of business at the end with the AK that he picked up off the ground. Well done to him. Impact frags galore, and Team Rocket are happy to retake this lead, even though it looked like Bad News Bears were going to snatch it from them once more. Aleph on the B site, throws the smoke. Can he do more here? John's trying to chase him down. Aleph again, good for the frag. He takes a ton of damage, needs support. Maybe not. He gets another. And Destroyed gets one after two of his teammates go down. Still the man advantage left here. Umar on top of Ben. Very exposed on that smoke. Fades when Sonic pitches in. He finds one. Umar gets Nero. It's all up to Droid. Can he pull it back? No! Bad News Bears do manage to get this round off of what was a messy buy-up overall. They didn't have as much money as they would have liked, but they do it. This is so strange.
Can we have a normal round for once?
I don't know if I would call that normal with how crazy it was.
No. I'm asking for a normal round.
Oh, you're asking for a normal. Okay, I heard that was a normal round for once. But
no,
yes,
can we have one?
I do agree with that sentiment, but I don't think we're going to get that. It's NACS, so, you know.
Rocket first. They went all in. And Summy spotted the underpass run.
They did.
Oh my gosh.
And they could win this round.
They could also lose the game because of it. Or the map, I should say, not the series, but... Oh, this is... Yeah, Elk, you don't want to fight that. You don't want to fight that, Elk. That's why you don't want to fight that.
Ooh, yeah, Nyx and Sonic taking care of business here. All 5 players onto the A site. Rocket might want to consider a save, because they've got a couple of rifles here that won't be able to be purchased in the next round. And one of them's gone. Summy, peering up from the broken wall. Now he's going to chase. He's going to try and prevent them from getting back to that AK. R2D2 only has the Deagle. You just got to save this op.
Wow. There we go, R2D2. Nice little Deagle shot there. Now, why didn't they give the Astromech blasters in Star Wars? Because if it's this effective, I don't know.
I think it would have been hard. Well, yeah, it kind of would have been a little difficult for R2D2. Maybe they could have hit it in his body and popped out, shot it in his chest or something. I don't know.
With the Grasper arm, too.
Yeah, that's true. Would have been interesting. 15-14 though for the Bad News Bears, and a timeout going to be called for Team Rocket. An MP9, FAMAS, P2000, USP. I'm sure those are going to get upgraded because it's the last round, so we're probably going to see some upgraded pistols and util for those 2 players. Yep, there it is. Luckily for Team Rocket, the op gets saved. There was a bit of an engagement towards the end, but Nero managed to survive and burned 1 player to an itty-bitty crisp. So the timeout expires here. Are we bound for overtime, which would be fitting the way this match has gone? Or are the Bad News Bears going to finally be able to string a few rounds together and send us to map number 2? This would be stealing their opponent's map pick away from them, though.
It would be. And a good start for Bad News Bears, moving into Inferno, which I have to have some confidence on, especially given the fact they have Jonji in the roster as well. Jonji loves his Inferno. And Nero loves a dry peek out top middle.
Jeez.
You're not winning that if you're Summy. You're honestly not winning that if you're 90% of players in the game. Just a dry swing across, it's not pretty.
I mean, not only that, Austin, look at the map control that's being gained.
Oh yeah,
by Team Rocket.
Through spawn now.
Yeah, they're literally putting Bad News Bears in. They have nowhere to go. Elk pops out. He gets the bomb dropped here. They have to try and retrieve it. I'm surprised Elk doesn't hold that. The bomb can be recovered now, but yeah. Look at Jonji. He's just charging out. He's trying to catch him off guard. They're expecting him to be perhaps more patient into the apartments. Now they realize what he's done. R2D2 with the Deagle, he's going to get volleyed off, so it gives Jonji some time. No! R2D2 burns alive, sacrificing himself to the fire gods in order to get that frag. Well done. Gives his team the 2-man edge, but Nyx and Umar have managed to group up here towards mid, and the A site is a little vulnerable. There's a huge gap here.
Still not going to be an easy clear here. Droid might get the drop on. Umar does just that. Nero strikes. We are headed to overtime here, folks. 15-all as we get to a break.
Cause you don't have the guts, and after all I've done, I'm still not enough. Still at your place, turn
Overtime between Team Rocket and the Bad News Bears. Just back and forth craziness at the end of that one in regulation. Neither team can find the momentum, and I think that's going to carry over into overtime. Umar going to get the opener on Elk, so that'll open up the space for Droids waiting there. Well, they got a bit of a crossfire set up, but no longer Droid's going to get dropped immediately by Sonic. Now Nero's caught up, there's nothing he can do. Nyx gets him, and a second for himself. Only R2-D2, the lone droid, left on the round. And he's going to wait here. I mean, what can he possibly do to get back into this one? Nothing is the answer. A 3K for Nyx, 16-15 in favor of the Bad News Bears.
That was a nice start for the Bad News Bears. If you asked for a better one, I don't think they could have achieved that. That was a perfect start to overtime. They take the momentum quickly. Now, can they hold on to it is a better question, because momentum has been slipperier than a mango seed. It's just been sliding all over the place. It's not being able to be held by anybody for any length of time. And that's why we find ourselves in overtime here. But Rocket have the ability to try and stymie. This is a great start for Nero. The op is down. Jonji completely circumnavigating it. Aleph surely has to be ready for this. Surely you hear that.
No, I don't think they heard it at all. That was really good movement from Jonji. He should be able to catch off a freebie here, but he's waiting for his teammates to hopefully get in position. He's going to have to be here soon, you would imagine. It's being watched for a little bit. I think Aleph is only checking to make sure no one's boosted, and he's not aware of the fact that Jonji's already here. Now he will be, and Jonji goes down. Not the best timing for him, but Aleph's going to be happy to find another frag for himself, and Nero drops a second. It's incredible how quickly the rounds shift back and forth here in this match, but Sonic gets two to try and pull this one back. Summy and Sonic, the last two standing, 57 seconds left, and they still have bomb control, Austin.
They still have bomb control, but they do have to get across. They do have a smoke and a flash, and Molotov and a nade. A couple flashes, actually. They do have a bit of utility. Lurk smoke is already out. Sonic mollies towards Con. Jungle, I believe that's where it's going to land. Yep, deep jungle. Forcing R2-D2 back and away. Aleph on the cross. Lurk's coming in. Flash dodge. Summy with the one. Can Sonic 1v3 with 38 HP. Spray does damage. R2-D2 puts him down. And what momentum for Bad News Bears? It's gone now.
Yeah, no momentum. It's just back and forth we go. It feels like the team that gets the opening frag is the one that typically comes out with the win, which is statistically the way it should usually go.
Yes.
But
not this heavily.
Yeah, usually there are those rounds that are exceptions. It doesn't feel like we're seeing those as of late. Either way.
The exception is the rule.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage to take early. Jonji up through ladder again, though. All the way in. Nyx is almost dead. And observation holds true. First pick goes the way of Rocket, and the second as well. Nyx does take down Elk in the meantime, but in comes Nero. Nero looking for more. Jonji falls to R2-D2. Up to Umar. One on the up. Tagged by another. Out and down goes Nero. Umar trying to pull this one all the way back. Takes a wall shot there. 33 HP, but he's going to put the bomb down at the very least, or at least attempt to.
Umar hits the shot onto R2-D2 after faking the plant. He's got 3. This was a 1v4. Somehow slipping out of the fingertips of Team Rocket. Aleph is playing with fire here, peeking into an op like that. You got to go a little bit faster, sir. Umar almost caught him off, and now Aleph's going to give him another shot at it, and Umar hits the headshot. The 4K 1v4 clutch. And the Bad News Bears have retaken the lead.
Team Rocket's blasting off again. Because Umar just pulled a Pikachu and destroyed him.
It was, yeah, absolutely unreal.
Yes, they gave him the 1v1s, but the shots Umar hit, incredible.
The second one in particular. That
oh yeah,
to the top of the
ticket
box.
guy?
Yeah, exactly. You literally can barely see his head, and he hits that shot. It's just wonderful stuff. Bad News Bears do come out of that with the lead, even though it looked like Team Rocket were going to get that win with opening frag found, and then they just got such advantage. Oh, Bad News Bears, maybe riding a high. Nyx gets a 2K. R2D2 and Aleph are gone. 5v3 in favor of BNB. Elk trying to push up here. John Jones going to fade on him, and he gets taken down by Nero's op. Nero down to 2 HP, though, who did get connected on, so that's good for Jonji at the very least, but don't have to worry about Elk, and they will handle him very nicely.
Two HP Nero and full HP Droid, a combined 102 HP, but essentially a dead man walking in the form of Nero. Not exactly ideal for Team Rocket. Droid, far and away the highest frags on the server, although Nyx is not too far behind right now. Looking to catch up. Spots out Droid up in apps. Here's him running around. In comes some reinforcements. Angles are covered. Down goes Droid to Nyx. And Nero as well. Nyx with the quad. Bad News Bears with double map point on the map pick of Team Rocket.
Man, I mean, we saw signs of this in that previous series against M80, like I mentioned, for the Bad News Bears, for Nyx in particular. But man, oh man, he's playing his best map of the season so far. 34 frags, a plus 10 kill to death differential, and I believe he's got at least 85 ADR. We don't have it on screen right now, but I'm pretty sure, actually it says 88, but I believe that's for overtime. Either way, it's probably something along those lines throughout the entire series with how well he's been playing. This is incredible. Jonji gonna toss that nade out. The Bad News Bears, one more round in this overtime, and they will send us to map number 2, which is their map pick of Inferno.
If Bad News Bears can continue this on Inferno, I don't think Team Rocket are going to have too much of a chance there.
I mean, look, when you're getting these, all they really need, the Bad News Bears, is contributions from Nyx and Summy in a consistent way. Just being reliable fraggers. They're doing more than that, at least Nyx is.
And that's what something needs to do is Beaker. Get your one, throw your utility, buy time for rotation. Sonic spots the one on the secondary op. Very hard position to be at empty pillar. Gets mollied out of position. And legs Nero finishes off. Aleph goes for more USP in hand. He can't get the next kill, but near comes his teammates. Umar with one more as Nyx drops one. Elk, the last man alive. Bomb on site. 3 on the angle. Rifle Jonji double ops up. They know exactly where he is now. Umar's op, Sonic's op, both trained from bathroom or from market side as Umar to put him down. And Umar, the hero of overtime. Bad News Bears 1916 on map number 1 of Mirage, the pick of Team Rocket. And that is a magnificent response from the Bad News Bears, who could not hold on to anything during regulation.
Yeah, I mean,